Hello everyone, it's me Ahmed Radwan, and today we are going to continue our series PHP from scratch, and also we are going to continue with regular expressions, and this is going to be part 2. In previous tutorial I've spoken about this sign, the caret sign and the dollar sign, and this one, as I said, represents the start of the line or the start of the string, and this one represents the end of the line or the end of the strings. Here I want to show you something. This is the old script that we did last time. Here, if I'm going to say Bob, for example, here, and as you see here, if I'm going to enter Bob, it's going to give me correct. But I want to bring to your attention that actually here you have not specified any other condition. Means what? Means if you are going to say Tom, for example, if you are going to say Bob's at the letter S, it also will give you correct. But or if you say 1 2 3 Bob, then anything 5 6, also as long as the word Bob in the text, doesn't matter where, it also will give you correct. But say if this is not what you want only the word Bob, nothing else, nothing more than that, nothing less than that. In order to do that, you have to use the caret at the beginning here, the caret and the closing dollar sign at the end, or the dollar sign at the end, like this one. That means what? I want Bob only, nothing after Bob and nothing before Bob. Or to be specific, I want start to I want the caret means the start of the line, then followed by B, followed by O, followed by B, and followed by the end of the line. This is how we read it. So now we are going to try. If I say Bob only, it will give me correct. If I say Bob 1 2 3, it's going to give me wrong. So it depends on what you want, what you need. Okay, now I want to move to another point. I want to talk about the the square brackets. The square brackets. These two brackets, and this also I'm going to talk about it. And this sign, the caret sign. Outside, the caret sign means the start of a line, but inside the square bracket it has a different meaning. So let's try this one. Now what if I want to allow the first letter to be either B or M or S, for example? In order to do that, I have to use the square brackets like that, and I just place the letters I want inside the square bracket like that. So I will do, for example, I want to allow B, I want to allow M, or any other letter, for example T. So now that means what? That means all of these, whatever you see inside the square brackets, it means you are matching only one letter of these. Any letter of these will match any letter, but don't be confused. You think you are matching three letters. No, you are only matching one of them. So now when I run this one, I say B O B, for example, like that, is going to give me correct. If I say N O B, but also I did not choose N. No, it should be M and T. M O B, correct. T O B, correct. And anything else it should give me wrong. If I say U O B, it will give me wrong. That's nice. So I can use these square brackets to specify the letters or the characters I want exactly. Okay, that's a good point. So what if I do want these letters? I do want to allow the letters I don't want to allow A, B, C, for example. If I'm gonna leave them like that, means these are the letters I want. But if I don't want to allow these letters, I want to say any letters, any characters, but not these three. In order to do that, I will use the caret. So the caret here means inside the square brackets means the opposite, means not this, means the negative, the negative of this. Anything but not A, not B, not C. So now let's try it again. And I'm going to type Bob and see if it should give me correct. Yes, it should give me wrong, sorry. Here I will type Bob and it's giving me wrong. If I'm gonna type anything else but out of these three letters, like say MOB, and it's going to give me correct. So now you know that the caret sign outside the square brackets means the beginning of the line, inside the square bracket, and also it should be at the beginning. It means the negative of this one. The negative means anything but not these letters, okay. So let's move to another point here. What if I want a range of letters? I want to allow or disallow a range of characters. For example, here I want to allow from A to D, for example. I will say A to D like that. A to D, A to D, A minus D. So this minus here, this minus or dash, it doesn't mean the dash, it means from A to D. So it has a different meaning inside the square brackets. Outside the square brackets, it means minus, or it means the dash. But inside the square brackets, it means from 2. Okay. So now I'm not allowing, because of this. Let me allow. I'm gonna remove this one. Now I'm allowing only the first. How do I know it's the first? Because here I have the caret. So I'm allowing the first character to be either A, B, C, D. Anything else should give me wrong. Let's try it now. So let's now A, B, A O B. This one should be right. D O B should be right. E O B should be wrong. Let's try, and I got what I'm expecting. Okay, that's fine. If I want to disallow, from A to D, all what I have to do is just place the caret at the beginning of the square, directly after the opening of the square bracket, like that. That means anything but not from A to D. Let's try it. Now if I'm gonna enter E O B, it should give me correct. If I'm gonna enter B O B, it should give me wrong. Okay, hopefully this is clear. What if I want from A to Z? Easy. That's it. From A to Z, it's like that. What if I want from E to Z? Also easy, from E to Z. So here it's very convenient for you. It's very convenient to you to use this way. Instead of typing the letters from E to Z, then you may forget some of them. You will do it this way, from 2. Okay, that's nice. So I want to move to another point here. If I'm going to say here, I don't want letters from A to Z. Okay, I don't want letters from A to Z this way. Let's run it now. If I'm gonna enter Bob like this, it should give me wrong, as you see. But if I'm gonna enter Bob like this, capital B, let's try. It's giving me correct. It's giving me correct. To make it easier for you, I will remove the caret. Means I want only from A to Z. Or sorry, let's leave it. Sorry, let's leave it. That means now I don't want any letters from A to Z. But we are now here talking about small letters. Don't forget that we are talking here about small letters because regular expressions by default is case sensitive. If you don't want it to be case sensitive, you have to place the I after the last forward slash, and this, as I said before, is not related to regular expression, it's just related to PHP. You see, I will show you how to do it in the regular expression in a moment. So let's try it now. Now I say, if I say Bob again, it should give me wrong. It should give me wrong because here I said case insensitive. If I want to do the same thing using regular expression, easy. I have to do it like that: a, then minus or dash z. But here, sorry, a dash z. But these capital letters. So now I'm not allowing any letter from A to Z small letters, and also I'm not allowing any letter from A to Z capital letters. So now let's try it. Now if whatever you try, it will not be allowed. But if you go and say 1 then Bob like that, sorry, 1 OB, this is going to be correct because you 1 is not within this range. You are now talking about letters. Okay, that's fine. What if I want to also to disallow numbers? Okay, what I'm gonna remove this one. Also I can use it, but I will show you. If I don't want to allow numbers from 1 to 8, for example, that means what left from numbers? Left 0 and 9. So here I'm not allowing. How do I know I'm not allowing? Because of this. Because of this caret here at the beginning of the square brackets, it's telling me nothing of this will be allowed. And here we are talking about ranges: A to Z small letters, A to Z capital letters, 1 to 8 capital letters. How do I know I'm talking about ranges? Because of this minus, this dash here. So here what's left for me to be at the beginning from the numbers? Left 0. So let's try. If I'm gonna enter 2 OB, I should get wrong. If I'm gonna enter 1 OB, sorry, 0 OB, like that, I should get correct. And sure enough, also 9 allowed, 9 OB, I should get correct. I hope that was clear enough. So to summarize what we have, what we said now, remember, when you see the caret outside, it means the beginning of the line. The caret inside the square brackets, and also it's at the beginning of the square brackets, means nothing inside. Nothing. I don't want to allow any characters inside. Or another way to look at it, give me the negative of these things. The negative of this string. And also, no, actually it's not a string. The negative of this pattern. And also, when you see the minus here inside, the minus inside means from 2, from A to Z, from A capital to Z capital, from 1 to 8. But the minus outside, it's just a letter, it's just a character. So if I'm gonna place here minus here, it's the user should place a minus to get the correct statement. Let's try it now. So now I'm gonna place, I said 0 is allowed and OB allowed, and if I'm gonna do it like that I will have wrong, but I have to place minus. In this case I'm gonna see correct. So remember, the minus outside, it doesn't have any meaning, it's just a character, and inside it has a meaning, it has a very different meaning. Okay, so what if you do want to allow, now I want to show you this one. If you do want to allow the minus itself here in this range, I don't want to allow the minus for some reason. I'm not gonna allow the minus. Means what? Let me show you here. If I'm gonna say minus OB minus, it's going to be correct. Okay, but what, because of what? Because I said anything here not from A to Z, capital or small, not from 1 to 8. So anything else will be accepted. But if I don't want to allow minus inside the square brackets, I can just place it like that. Okay, and let's try it now. Minus OB minus should give me wrong. And as you see, sure enough, I got it wrong. So this is if you do want to allow minus, or if you want to allow it, of course you have to remove this character. So be careful about the minus. Even the minus itself inside the square brackets, it may have different meanings. If you place it at the end, means you allow it. If you place it between two digits or two letters, means it's a range. Okay, I hope that was useful for you, and thank you very much for watching my video. Talk to you soon. Have a nice day.